talk about migraines for a minute. Because, man, I don't get them very often, but maybe once or twice a year. But when I do, they're usually pretty gross. And I know lots of people have been getting migraines and stuff too. And I'm like, is it really that common? I'm thinking it must be. I know for me, I thought maybe it might help to talk about it a little bit. I don't normally wear a toque, but man, I had such a bad migraine, and I still got such a bad headache that it's like, for me, it started on Saturday night. And let me know if this fits with you guys, because I know different things can trigger different things, like avocado, lights, which is usually mine, that kind of stuff. Saturday, it just got where, like, everything, there's no 3D perception. It's like everything is just flat, like there's no dimensions to anything. That's when I kind of know, okay, this is kind of, and then I'll start to get like the little squigglies. But they didn't come until like Sunday, so I thought, oh, okay, maybe I beat this. Because I don't know if anyone has any migraine hacks that they always use. It's like, eat like a greasy burger because something with high protein will help, or have something with fries because it's salt and all that sort of stuff. For me, I kind of know where like I can get triggered with that stuff, and I avoid that stuff actively, right? I don't drink milk. Don't eat a lot of that stuff. Strobe lights. Not big on strobe lights, right? And I've always been that way since I was a kid. Funny story, I actually could never drink beer because I was allergic. There's something in it that would trigger, the hops would trigger a migraine, because I guess I must be gluten intolerant as well, but it would trigger something in me that I would get a migraine if I. That's why I never drank beer. There you go. Now you know. The migraine itself, it's just like, it's like a headache, like on steroids, right? And it sounds weird to say, oh, it's a migraine. I'm like, no, you fucking suck. I know I've had some bad ones. My mom used to get them. Oddly enough, I stopped getting them after my marriage ended. Which actually, now that I think about it, is probably par for the course. But like, it's just the idea of it itself. It makes even reading difficult. You end up in a room with like a cold cloth on your head and complete darkness, like that kind of stuff. And it sounds, my dog's thirsty, and it sounds ridiculous. Like, that was me yesterday. It's like, I went to work. It was crazy, man, because Saturday night that happened, where it's like, okay, and then the next day you almost feel like you're kind of, like you're almost hungover, in a way. You just kind of feel, you're tired, thirsty. It's like maybe a little lethargic, all those sorts of things. And then it was, Sunday night I started to get the squigglies, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to bed. Took a couple aspirin, never go to bed. Woke up in the morning, was feeling kind of, went to work. Everything was good till about 11 o'clock, and then, from about 10:30 on, I started to get the squigglies. And then when you kind of get where you almost can't see out of one eye, that's when you know that it's going to get really bad soon. So, and in my migraine journey, for me, when it hits that point, then it's a couple hours later, I'm violently throwing up. And loudly, might I say, for anyone that's ever been around in my vicinity. And then it's like, and then that's rough for a couple hours, and then it's like, okay, you sleep, right? Like, man, I think yesterday I was sleeping by like 5:30. I was out, right? I come home, I laid in the dark, just, all that stuff happened, and then you sleep till like, 5 the next morning. And I got up, and I was like, I felt kind of hungover. I'm like, all right, okay, and then fucking still had the squigglies coming in, and then I had the thing, and then it was just boom, it was just all over again. So it's like, I don't know how much of it is tied to seasonal. A friend of mine on Facebook mentioned that she gets them, and it's tethered to the seasons. Shout out to Kirsten. And I don't know, but holy shit. And then it was like, okay, so it just, my Monday kind of repeated itself in the afternoon, just because it was like, okay, went, took a couple of Tylenol, which doesn't help. Once you hit a point of no return with the migraine, you just got to ride it out, and it sucks. Right? Because, I mean, like, for me, once I hit that point, doesn't help. Or Advil or whatever. And I once tried an Excedrin migraine, and that like exacerbated my migraine. So I don't know, and it's crazy. And I feel always fucking really guilty when I get these, because it's like I got shit I gotta do, right? There's stuff that has to happen, but it's like functioning is difficult. Like even now, I'm sitting here, and it's like, I thought, since I'm in the throes of this, I know a lot of people suffer from this kind of stuff too, and it's just like, what are your symptoms? What are your inducing factors? Right? For me, it's like, then it's like, okay, I can't eat anything for a while, or if I do, it almost has to be like strictly protein. Right? Which I don't know is more of a mental thing, because it's just, I was always raised with that notion that does that. Right? My dad never had migraines, my mom did. Like I said, they really got their fever point during 2007, 2018, which ironically enough is the time I was married. So it was just like, some things just make sense. But I hope you don't have to deal with these. If you do, what do you do to get rid of them? Because like, I feel like now I'm on the backslide, right? Where I feel like, okay, I slept, I yacked, did all those things I needed to do, and then it's like, okay, now I'm just exhausted, and I'm probably gonna sleep, and then I'll be okay. But it's like, as I get older, I find it's like a 2-day process, and that's not good either, especially when you have jobs that you like and you want to go do it. But it also really, it's debilitating would probably be the word. And it's just like, oh. Anyways, migraines, they suck.